Only fragrances that give us a minimum of 10 hours. Clones, niche, I don't care. Let's talk about it. What's going on, guys? My name is Neeb. Welcome back to AROMATIX. I'm gonna start just integrating everything into one. Why the are we just talking about clones or just niche? You guys see this? It's all niche. How am I gonna make niche videos that you guys don't wanna watch, right? Because they usually get less than 1,000 views because nobody can afford that shit. But rather, if I say clones and have a majority of them and tell you guys a few of the ones that actually perform or that are worth it, I think it's worth something, right? Who's gonna tell you when something is worth it other than the clone guy who's telling you that this $60 fragrance is better than this $100 fragrance, all of which you guys see. I have many more fragrances than this, by the way, and they're all pretty damn expensive. Some of which are not worth it, and some of which are. Just a couple of them. So I do this so you don't have to. Let's go ahead and get into the fragrances that'll last the entire day. Starting things off with a more expensive fragrance. This is called Spirita Dubai Bahr, and it's supposed to smell like what it says, which is the ocean, and it kind of does. It's a salty, aquatic, and woody fragrance. Mineralic notes, also slightly metallic. If you don't like salty vibes or if you sweat and smell salty already, please stay away from this one. But if you're a sweet fucker that also sweets or sweats sweet, then this will be a really good one on you too. It's called Spirita Dubai Bahr. And the longevity for that, I can taste it, is the entire day. Also, some people have medical conditions, so we should not be making fun of that. That was just...
Are you talking to me?
I'm not talking about you, okay? Let's keep it moving. Next fragrance is for less than $80. It's called Ignite Oud by Ahmed Al-Maghribi. This is one where, like, if you know you don't like oud and then you buy a fragrance where it says the word oud and I also tell you it has oud, then you kind of did it to yourself, bro. So stay out of the forums and bitching and complaining if you pick this up and you don't like oud. Otherwise, it's a really good oud fragrance, except it also has this jammy ass rose that I've never smelt before in my entire life. This is going to go down in history as like one of my all-time top fragrances. And I kind of hate that. I kind of hate the fact that it's not mine, right? Like, of course I would want my all-time top fragrance, although I will say the two blue ones coming out are bangers. This is also that. Certification to the max. You guys know I've been talking about this one for quite some time, and the longevity, it demands attention. It literally, the scent trail, picture it as a person, it slaps people as it walks by. It's called Ignite Oud by Ahmed Al-Maghribi, also unisex. Next one by Swiss Arabian. In fact, I'm gonna mention them both together. Swiss Arabian, you guys know, drops power bomb fragrances, and this is both the Sharaf Oud Gold and also the Vanilla Toffee. If you get the elixir, you're just reckless and you deserve a fee or a fine. Like, they should take your ass to jail because this shit's already strong as hell. And in fact, what it reminds me a lot of is this fragrance right here, Risala. This in itself is an inspiration of Lancome's Oud Bouquet. A chocolate saffron oudi with a lot of rose. Gentlemen who don't like rose fragrances, you're gonna find that it leans femme, but if you're okay with that, then this is that. Exotic vibes, metallic saffron, and then that cocoa powder chocolate with oud. Does it to the best. I mean, this one existed in an era of like Middle Eastern cologne fragrances that just smelled like Windex, and it smelled amazing since then. This Vanilla Toffee smells like if you have tres leches cake and then you infuse it with honey. That's what this one smells like. It smells amazing. Also, I would classify this as unisex. However, gentlemen who don't like sweet fragrances or they find them femme, you will find this one femme too. But what you will find consistent with both of these is that they will last for days, okay? This one's like guaranteed lasting, and I usually don't guarantee none of that shit. Moving on. An expensive fragrance, but they do give you longevity, man. This kind of longevity is only found with this fragrance in its price point for what it's doing. It's called Gucci Guilty Elixir. I hate the price tag on this, but I have to be honest and say that the performance is unlike anything else. It's got a very thick osmanthus, and for me personally, it still borderline gives me a headache. It's the fabric softener vibe with more earth and something green and slightly bitter. I don't care for it, but people love this shit. And in the air, it's also one of those that kind of behaves like Ignite Oud. If you want compliments, this is probably another list that it's like a really good one for. Because half of the time, in order to get complimented, you have to be smelled first. Sensor to be discovered, not heard. That shit. You want compliments? Be heard. Otherwise, go home. But I'm not going anywhere. Next one, moving on. The Shadow Extrait de Parfum. This is definitely the closest inspo of Louis Vuitton's Ombre Nomad. I've stopped talking about this for quite some time. I don't even know if it's in stock anymore or if they still make it. If they don't, I'm sorry, but that's a stupid move, honestly, because this is the closest thing to Ombre Nomad, and this shit lasts the entire day. If you're getting less performance, spray it and let it sit, because this does not go anywhere. It's got this inky style of saffron, oud, and rose, but this one has a rugged feel to it, and I think it's the incense. So definitely leaning more on the masculine side of things if you ask me. But Louis Vuitton is like $350 to $450. This is the only other alternative where I'd be like, okay, dude, like it smells pretty good. Smoky, incensey, and woody. Simple as that. Next one by Mark Gebauer. Awesome dude, amazing YouTube channel, very fun to watch, but this fragrance right here is just next level shit. He deserves to be recognized for this, and it's called King. It is expensive. It's coated in like this 18 karat gold, if I'm not mistaken, but dude, that's what the fragrance is all about. If you like Boudicca, Blue Sapphire, an inspiration of Abdussamad al-Qurashi's Royal, damn it, which one is it? This one. If you like this fragrance, Al-Qurashi blend, the original Al-Qurashi blend, then you're going to love this. This one has a little bit more of a tamed lemon. It's not as, a lot of people will say like lemon pledge, but I would personally say not as sharp or piercing. It also has a very similar style of tart ambergris, and the ambergris itself will be salty, tart kick. It's almost like tongue smacking, right? Like, nice. And that pop your tongue on the top of your mouth, the roof of your mouth, that's how tart this shit is. Add a little bit of lemon and an undertone of bakhur incense with some spiced saffron. It's polarizing as fudge, you guys. It's not for everyone, but I freaking love it. It smells like haram. It smells like going to Saudiya. It smells like one of the shuyukh, right? Like imagine you're like a sheikh and you're walking around Mecca and stuff. You'd smell like this. Amazing, and it doesn't go anywhere. One spray of this, let's see how many weeks this shit lasts. Mark Gebauer's King. Next one, a cheapie, but a goodie. Lattafa's Atlas. Has to be one of their strongest scent profiles, and it gets right there next to Spirit of Dubai Bahr. So if you like that salty, aquatic, woody vibes, this one has less of that Middle Eastern spice. So I should have mentioned that with the Bahr, is that it does smell a little bit like Dubai Beach, okay? So like maybe you have some shawarma, you know, on the side of the beach, or like they've got little shacks with shawarmas cooking. This one takes away the shawarma, simple as that. But it smells really damn good. Moving on, this is by Zena. It's called Nocturne. This absolutely annihilates psychotic delight. No, narcotic. It's psychotic how much they pay or how much they cost. Because literally within an hour on tester strips, Narcotic Delight is damn near gone. This one is still pumping just as hard. It's called Zena's Nocturne. I don't know where it is or where it's available. That's none of my concern. But what I do know, for the most part, is my team is usually grabbing the best fragrances that we mentioned and placing it on Shop AROMATIX. Some of these might not be available, but we're still gonna talk about it because you may be able to find it on different websites. Check the links, as usual, down in the description. If you pick it up from one of those links, you are helping support the channel so I can get more fragrances so we can make more videos just like this. But these lists are tailored despite the facts of where you can or can't find it, because as a responsible reviewer, I review everything that's out there and tell you whether or not it's good or bad. So if those links are not cheaper than somewhere else, buy it wherever it's cheapest. Back to the video. This is called Nitro Elixir. This is their response to YSL Myself. So fresh white florals, but it also has an infusion of nitro red intensely. It's so strong. It's also clean and fresh and slightly towards the pepper side. This is a mass appealer, a long-lasting ass fragrance that's incredible. Next fragrance, also by Lattafa, it's called Teriyaki Intense. This is inspired by Drunk Saffron, or Drunk Lover, sorry, by Born to Stand Out. It's a little fuzzy textured. It gives you that angel share style of DNA with a little bit of this suede style essence. That Drunk Lover fragrance in itself smells like an infusion of Baby Cat meets Angel Share. And if you don't know what that smells like, it's a mashup between, imagine new pair of suede shoes. Also douse it in a Mandarin cognac with some sweet ambers and vanilla. You end up with something like this. Slightly spiced, very boozy, and very sexy as well. This is surprisingly good, and it blows the original one out of the water. I don't even smell the original one at all anymore. It's a flop, total flop. Next one, French Avenue, harder to find. It's called Lumière Garçon. And this one is inspired by Dolce & Gabbana, the one Luminous Night, except for the fact that this one also blows it out of the water. I love the Dolce & Gabbana Luminous Night, but I don't get more than about 4 to 5 hours. This one I'll get like a minimum of 8 hours. I remember spraying this, going to bed, waking up, and my sheets smelling like this. Also, you guys, you have to consider some of these atomizers on these, Middle Eastern fragrances. They don't have like a set standard. They're always different. For this one, it's a shorter dispersed atomizer, like it's you get it, right? So you might have to spray this one on a little bit more, but I sprayed on a minimum of 6 to, I would say, 11 times, and that's my results. Last but not least, I wanna end this video with a couple of mine that are gonna be coming out very soon. This is a blue fragrance, and this is a blue fragrance. This one's called, what are the names?
How could you?
This is called Magnetic, and this is called Frostbite. And that's what it's gonna smell like. Magnetic is exactly that. It will reel in compliments, or that's what it's designed for. And what this one does is that fabric softener territory done to the max, achieving a certain level or territory of undoable and making it doable, but also making it better in every multiple ways. Now, this isn't to say that it's a clone of or inspired by of, or that this is better than that. It's in its own lane, bro. And what this is doing is that lane of fragrances. So think L'Absolu, think Amouage Reflection. All of those I would personally classify as like hanging your clothes on a drying rack, fabric softener at a luxury hotel when you get it back from like dry cleaner, etc., packaged into this. Natural ingredients, highest of qualities, sold for fractions of the price. And why, you may ask? Well, because these are passion-driven and quality given back to the community, not profit-driven. It's called Magnetic, and mark my words, this shit is next level. It is amazing. A daily fragrance you can wear that smells clean and some. Natural rosemary, a lot of, I don't want to go too far into it, but it definitely has that white floral fresh essence and DNA, along with this grounding and masculine ambery woods. Oh my God, with a powdery sandalwood dry down. That's that one. And next one is called Frostbite. This is all about crisp refinement. Also having some of that rosemary essence backed up by a tart ambergris, a blue fragrance, if you will, with a kiss of mango. It also has this crisp nature, the ambergris. Think of ambergris as like salt on a dish. When a dish is really nice, it's done. You add a little bit of salt and it enhances it like crazy. That's what this is. Projecting, performing, and the quality of this is unreal. I had a girl smelling this off of me and texting me for the next couple of days. She didn't wash it. It's been about a month now since I came home from Dubai, and she still hasn't washed it just to make sure she can still smell me. I wore this shit out of Frostbite. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Any one of these fragrances will legitimately last you the entire day. A certified stamp of a minimum 8 to 12 hours. My name is Neeb. Thank you for tuning back in Aromatics, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace. Before you go, out of the last 3 fragrances you bought, which one was the most performing one? Let me know down in the comments, and I'll see you in the next one.